of the channel. Today I'm going to tell you about FVG, fair value gap. What is fair value gap? Now, fair value gap basically stands for a gap which is done by the institutional movements while the gold is going up, gold or any asset is going up continuously with a good trend, and the footprints remain of the institutionals, and we used to trade on the retest of this, and many people use FVG of their trade. Now let's come on the basic concept of FVG, how to spot FVG. Okay, what are the characteristics in which we can find an FVG, and how to trade FVG in advance. Let's come on the charts now. Okay, so this is the chart over here. I think I will choose gold obviously as FVG. So this was my streaming account. This was today's trade of 80 pips, which go on 100 pips. That's a bit regret, but never mind. It's always happens. Let's do another chart. Let's go on this chart. FVG, okay, second is where my levels. Huh. What is FVG? Now, you have to find three candle of either bullish momentum or bear momentum. You can see this, and you have to find where the gap of the wick remains on the body of the middle candle. Okay, the middle candle should not cover the top wick of the last candle or the lower wick of the last candle, and of the third candle none of the top wick or the bottom wick. Okay, now let's go on. Let's find three consecutive candles where we can find FVG. Yep, it's a good FVG. First of all, one criteria is this should not close to the next candle. Now this is not close to the next candle, and this is the high of the last candle here. Okay, so we can consider this. This is the top wick of the third candle, and we can consider this zone as an fair value gap here. This zone. This is the fair value gap over here. Let's find on this three candles. We can find here again this low to this high, and you can see that by tapping this is shown a bit reaction of 130 pips. It's not a bit reaction. It's a 15 minutes chart. Now again, let's see this. This is also a fair value gap here. This is a bullish fair value gap. And now it's a big fair value gap you can see over here of this candle. And I think this is a news candle. Maybe. I'm not sure. Let's have to see the last datas. Now this is a good fair value gap. This portion. It's a good fair value gap. Now guys, what we should know about this is how to identify FVGs, which I have already told how to identify and find three consecutive candle. Now the third candle's upper wick in the middle candle's body will not close to the third candle's lower portion of the body. Okay, and the top on the top of the body wick should be in the middle candle's body. These were three criteria you should remember while spotting an FVG. Now I will draw something like, if like you can see on a trend that if we are looking of this trend, okay, you can find several FVGs over here. I don't think it's a good trend. Let's go to this trend, consecutive blue AEA candle. Okay, so if you spot over here, you can see that first FVG this is a small FVG. This is consecutive three candles is not a FVGs. So okay, let's consider this bearish momentum. Okay, first FVG is right over here, not here. Yep, right over here. It's a first FVG. It's and again reacted here. And now if we are trying to find another FVG, it's no, it cannot be considered as an FVG, because if you look right here at this point, yep, the body close you can see is not below the last candle's body. Okay, so it should be covered due to a scenario of FVG. Okay, let's find another. Mm. Okay, now I think the example I was finding, I've got it. Right, guys, you can see that this is a FVG over here, this is a FVG over here, this is the FVG over here, and simultaneously again this, no, not this, wait for a bit, okay, this is another FVG over here. Like, it's the first of the advanced FVG spotting technique, that is the imbalance of FVG. Basically, while in a trend, you can see, wait, I will draw it for you. Right, and when a chart is moving like this, you can see several FVGs over here. Okay, several FVG. Like, then you will think that in which FVG we should plan a retest and then buy. You will think that this FVG will be a good, but you will see that the price will not come at that FVG. Okay, the first FVG, that is this, when you will see consecutive 2 to 3 FVGs formed, you should take the last FVG, that is the first of the chart. That means the first back retest, we can enter there at our long position or bullish position, in short position, as if about that trend. It's depend about the trend, because you can see here that a price hasn't come to test it. Okay, the price just tap this FVG, then again showed that momentum. It's a big momentum, you can see right over here. Arey bhai. Yup. It's almost 100 pips momentum here, and next you can see, you can backtest on it also, and you will identify the more trends over here. You can see the examples, many. I have shown by one example only. Now the third part, that is the what is the most important FVG, which can show you the end of trend and the major trend reversal level. It's not about fib level, it's just a FVG which can give you some points for your daily trading. Okay, now, okay, so guys, I've got an example of the overlapping FVG. This is known as the overlapping FVG. Now, you can see over here, it's a 15-minute time frame, that this is a good fall momentum, that is a bear momentum. Now, if we spot the last FVG over here, that is this part, okay, this can be considered as the last fair value gap over here. Okay, now if you again see that after that a good bull momentum came, basically this. Okay, now you can see that again a FVG is formed, that is this FVG. Okay, there are two FVGs formed, one is in the bearish side and second is on the bullish side, and the trend is bearish over here. Now this is a good trend reversal setup. So you will wait for this overlap basically to happen, and then you can plan your buys or sells, depends upon chart, over here, over the region where it just overlapped. Let me delete the square part. You can spot that FVG over here. I have marked that this particular region is the overlap region of both. So you can see while it came for retest here, you can see a strong bullish momentum happened of 500 pips. So what I have told, it's a trend reversal setup of FVG. This is known as the overlapping of FVG. While a trend is continuing, it FVG formed with the opposite trend, another FVG formed right here, and both have overlapped in a same position, and from that we can plan our trend reversal FVG setup for at least 100 pips. So guys, that was today's video about FVG. Thanks for watching. Follow, like, comment. Bye.